name's Nicola Mayo. Most people will know me as the team lead for the older persons team over in the county, but I also have a role within the trust of older persons representative for all the transformation work that's going on. So that's why I'm here today. We're at Stoke City Football Club. We're in the brand new Ricardo suite. And we were the first group to be able to use Ricardo, so that's really excellent. We're really chuffed, and as you can see, we've got loads of space. It's lovely and bright, lovely and clean. We started in October. It was a few weeks before we were able to come up here, but the group now, on a Wednesday morning, we've grown from several people the first week to now we have 30 to 40 people most weeks. So it's really active, and I'm really pleased. We tend to find in our everyday work that people over the age of 55, either in the adult community teams or in the older persons community teams, that if you have an organic illness, there's lots out there, there's lots of charities and lots of other stakeholders in this area that do work for people with an organic illness. But if you have functional illness, depression, anxiety, for instance, there is very little out there for you to get involved in. And in terms of secondary care, what we provide through our community team is looking after their mental health, and we may look at medication and graded exposure, that kind of work. But actually when it comes to social interaction, there's very, very little. So as part of the transformation work, I asked Stoke City if they would work with me in creating something that people over the age of 55 could come along to, hence the Stoke Social. And they now come along on a Wednesday morning. They have the opportunity to just have a chat and have a cup of coffee if that's what they want. We also have an occupational therapy assistant who's here with her arts and crafts table, and quite a few people get involved with Denise doing that work.
I am Naomi Parton. I'm the Active Youth Football Project Manager at Stoke City Community Trust. My project looks after a wide variety of people, but we mainly focus on adults that maybe have faced the biggest barriers when it comes to getting physically active. And a big part of getting physically active is first becoming socially active, which is why we've created the Stoke Social. And the Stoke Social is all about getting people together, having a tea, having a coffee, having some biscuits, having a chat about life, playing a bit of bingo, just having a really good time. And then we're slowly introducing a little bit of activity. We do some city dance at the start of every session.
We started off in November. We were introduced this, we were approached by a couple of colleagues of ours who said we should find it beneficial. So we thought we'd come along, give it a try, and we found it extremely beneficial ever since. People that we come, we always met with a warm, friendly smile on the staff.
Just everybody's so friendly. Anybody could choose to come in and it's lovely.
I think with having early stages of dementia, we've seen it a bit, and I think that by coming down here, it's brought her out of the cell, mixing with people, socialising, and we find it extremely beneficial.
I'm pretty active anyway, and I. You say you haven't got mental health problems, but I think the more you sit at home doing nothing, your mental health problems build, don't they? So yes, it has helped, and I like to be doing things, you know, meeting people, the daft game of bingo we have, you know, and the quizzes. I quite like the quizzes. You know, they're not too heavy. It's been lovely. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah.
We found each other here. I'd never met Jane before. That's one of the big pluses for this. It's become a real part of my life to come out and be with other people. Because I might not during the week speak to anybody apart from my husband, who unfortunately is quite poorly. He's got dementia and Alzheimer's, things like that. And so probably the only time I get out is when I go shopping for food or when I'm taking him to the hospital or something. So this gives me a real hope, a real boost. My mental health wasn't brilliant. I would say I've gone further and further down. And I go home from this and I've got something to think about, something to talk about. So I'm not just sort of going round and round in my head worrying about things. If I am worried, I know I can go and have a chat with somebody. I came one time and burst into tears because I was in such a mess. And nobody could have been kinder and better than the voluntary workers, and I can say that about all of them.
As part of the transformation work, we're also working with MPFT, so I would really like to see the service users grow in terms of where they come from. They can go on the Stoke City website, under their weekly activity schedule. It is listed, Stoke Social there on their page, along with the email address for Naomi. Or they can contact the County Older Persons team at Bradwell Hospital, where 3 of us that facilitate the group work, and we can tell them all about it as well.